Say was, I got it, big bro. Feel like James Harden 2012. Way too underrated, but fuck it, oh well. Ball hard for my team, nigga, how can we fail? When there's an I in my team, got us doing so swell. No snails on the team, cause I high point crack back shells whenever that bitch snap well. So God land fly that I drop from heaven like Jesus with pretty wings like Maxwell. Flags fell in the football league when they seen that I had what it takes to succeed. Cause they know this ain't the real part why I eat. In the zone like Richard Sherman, about to go deep. In the zone like Richard Sherman, about to go deep. I'ma kill it, I'ma make you feel it. Something like a quarterback who just got sacked by Tevin Elliott. Listen up the line of scrimmage, no disrespect to my nigga, cause we good and I fucks with him. But I kill these lines for dinner. I kill these lines for dinner. So my face on TMZ here is on Sports Center. Chances make champions. Chances make champions. I would take that chance again. Cause I am a champion. Cause I am a champion. Feel like LeBron 2009. Way too fucking good, be losing all the time. I take my talents to South Beach just for the time. And then go back to the city and make that bitch mine. Believe Lane, Odell Beckham a bag. I'ma catch one like T.Y. Hilton and Chad. I'ma catch one like O.J. Simpson, that's bad. A murder case, I beat the one that I had. ESPN, man, this shit is a highlight. The darkness around me, I turned it to twilight. My story, I told it in full. All cameras and flashes and bundles and money to my life. Proper preparation prevents piss poor performance. John Stockton, my assistant. Will Chamberlain scoring. I'ma go ape shit in the morning. If I wake up yawning, drink a Red Bull right before performance. Doing this for a minute now. I'm conditioned well, I got good endurance. Chances make champions. Chances make champions. I would take that chance again. Cause I am a champion. Cause I am a champion.
Yeah, what's good, Panther fans? Y'all come on in. Get on in here, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Make sure we ring that notification bell so we get all the content when it drop, man. Y'all know where y'all at. Just real in the field. Panther Takes Debates. Real talk with real Panther fans. And we got a special one for y'all. I got a special one for y'all tonight, man. I got a special guest. My guy, my dog, Charlie the Gamer in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What up? What up? What up? Thanks for having me, man. It's a pleasure talking about one of my favorite prospects coming out of Georgia Tech today. I can't wait to get into it, dog.
Oh, we definitely gonna get into it, man. I know appreciate you pulling up, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always good to have somebody like you with a good insight, good football acumen, bring you to the panel.
Of course, for sure, man. We've been talking about it long enough. It's about time we got something official going. So yeah, I'm just as excited to get it started.
Yeah, man. But I gotta say before we get started, man, it feels good to be a Panther fan right now.
Don't it? There's a lot looking up for the team. Honestly, overall, quarterback position or otherwise, there's a lot looking up. If you set aside the injuries that all teams go through, there's no reason to panic. We're right on schedule. We looking like we have one of the most explosive wide receiver room, young explosive wide receiver room in the NFL. Promising is I don't know what. Cut decisions is going to be as hard as ever. In spite of only seeing one game and seeing how lacking our defense is, I still got very high hopes for the defense because all that means is just that there's a huge gap between the skill level of our starters and our depth. So that's still a problem, but as long as we got our starters on defense, man, we still that top 15, top 16 defense we saw last year, if not a lot better. So that's yet to be seen. Don't want to get too ahead of ourselves, but
yeah, we're gonna be straight, dog. Like I'm excited about the season, man.
yes, sir.
I
Yes,
mean, it's
sir.
like we know what we've been through over the years as Panther fans, man. Like it's hard to walk into the season, you know, confidently. You know what I'm saying? I got a little confidence in my team now. You know what I'm saying? And it shit
Facts.
feels good, man. It shit feels
Facts.
good, man. But those of you who haven't been around here, man, y'all know, y'all should know I'm considered a Bryce Young hater. But over here on Real in the Field, man, we don't play those games, man. Like I'm not for one player. I'm not against any one player. I'm about one thing and one thing only, man, and that's the Carolina Panthers.
Preach. Preach
So,
hard enough.
so over here, when it pertains to Bryce Young, I'm on his ass.
And stay on his ass too. Stay on his ass.
And Charlie is not in a negative way, dog. Like you know, he might be our franchise quarterback moving forward, man. So I think that's very important, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, like you said, yeah, we are often called haters by some sectors of the fan base. I like to dub us. We're the Bryce Young truthers. I mean, if anything, like me, I don't like talking bad about any of my guys on the squad, and you're not gonna ever hear me say like call Bryce Young a name or talk with legit hate about Bryce Young. I'm only gonna tell you about his performance, and his performance going into his 4th year as the first overall QB. And who we expected him to be coming out of Alabama, he has not met the standard that most sensible fans would expect yet. There's nothing wrong with expecting him to be able to put that out now, finally, when the team feels like we're at a very good not that we have a great supporting cast around him. There's nothing wrong with expecting something great out of him now. But I just know what I've seen for these past 3 years, and I've come to a determination that he's not indeed our franchise quarterback, but I'm looking forward to be proven wrong, man. I'm not one of these guys that's like Derek Brown was talking to some people that was like, hey, go ahead and admit you were wrong about Bryce Young coming out. No, because I wasn't wrong. At least I mean, I hope I was right, because I had high hopes in Bryce Young when we got him. I said, yo, this might be the guy. This might be the guy to take us there.
Well, let me ask you this, Charlie. Did you watch The Solution?
You know I watched The Solution, man. You know I watched The King, bro. I'm getting tired of this power vacuum here in Carolina at the QB position, but I think The King may in fact be here. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you saying Haynes King is the solution?
I think he might. I mean, we only seen one measly preseason game where his weapons and supporting cast was 3rd and 4th stringers as well as his opposition. But I mean, he played well above the competition as an undrafted QB, huh? What you say?
Well, we're gonna get into that, but I'm talking about this solution.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Man, RNF, you caught me off guard on that shit, man. I watched a bit of that. I watched a bit of that in bits and pieces, brother. My fault.
Well, check this out, man. For any of y'all who don't think there's any hope for Bryce Young, if you've given up on him as being a franchise quarterback, if you don't think there's any upside to him, I think there's a small upside. It's a big upside, but it's a small chance. But I think the addition of Jonathan Brooks is going to help Bryce Young out a lot. And I break it down in this video. So if you guys haven't seen it, man, after y'all finish watching this one, spin the block and go check this one out, man. You can check out all my old content. It's still relevant, prevalent to this day.
Yes, sir. Y'all go do that.
I got one with Freddie Jones. Me and him had a one-on-one. This actually popped my channel off. Freddie wanted to debate me about Bryce Young. So here's in the field. You know what I'm saying? Me and Freddie had a one-on-one. It went on for 3, 4, 5 hours. Great debate, man.
Yeah, shout out young Freddie Jones.
Yeah, shout out to Freddie Jones out here doing his thing, the Ville Kid podcast. Check him out. Run him up. Back up off Excel. If y'all haven't caught that one, check it out.
Please back up off Excel. Please.
Still relevant and prevalent to this day.
Yeah.
Bryce Young contract extension. Still relevant, prevalent.
I love
To
that
this
picture you
day.
use for Brent Tillis, man. I love that. I love that. Look at it. He looks disgusted. He's like, yeah, he look like he about to throw up in his mouth. Damn.
Yeah, yeah. And there's more. If you haven't seen this one, still relevant and prevalent. You know?
I don't mean to laugh. It's just, it's funny. It's really good. It's really good. Good job, man.
I got one-on-one with my dog, Will Robinson, man. Me and him had a one-on-one sit down, a good 2.5 hours. Nice little slow roast. Real good conversation, man, with Will Robinson, man. He was in a different element, I feel like. You know what I mean? But y'all got to check that one out. That's a good one to listen to. I did a reaction to my guy, Well, he reacted to me, and I reacted to his reaction. Y'all check that one out, man. That one was fun.
Shout
That's
out.
what we do over here in the Real and Field, man. It's about the takes and the debates, man. And I'm real heavy on that, man. And it's all about the love out here in the community, too. I don't do all that, all the drama, all the BS, all the extra stuff, man. It's about these Panthers. And, you know, I love getting different aspects and different opinions, different viewpoints. And, you know, everybody just getting together on the panel and just chopping it up, man. That's my type of shit. So,
Yeah,
that's
fun.
what I'm out here to do, man. That's fun for me. I don't get to do this in real life. I don't know a lot of Panther fans in real life, so I don't get to do this in real life, man. So when I come out here on YouTube, man, this is my opportunity to do this shit, man. So that's why I'm out here, bro.
I feel that RNF same. I got one of my good friends is a Panther fan, a whole one. And he's a bit of a I'm putting him in a tricky spot because I've been right so many times in his face. He don't know what to do, but he's a Bryce Young lover. And I mean, I'm a Bryce Young supporter, but I'm not a Bryce Young lover. And I've been telling him about King. And I mean, you know, he watched the whole game, but he ain't want to say nothing. So yeah, it's tricky, man. It's tricky. It's definitely a civil war going on in the fan base right now.
And I want to talk about that, man. That's the first subject of today, man. Now that King is on the scene, Panther fans are going dumb out here. I mean, it was already chaos because you know Bryce Young, and you know how that is, the love and the hate of Bryce Young, and now you throw King into the mix.
Yeah.
And Panther fans are out here going dumb, man. So it's like so many different arguments going on. You got the Bryce haters who say King is already better than Bryce. He should be a starter right now over Bryce. There's people who believe that.
Which is completely jumping out the window. Like I somewhat understand the sentiment. I understand the hope, but what comes well before all that, you know, Haynes King starting being better than Bryce. You hope a presence like King just motivates Bryce and shows Bryce yet another example of what he can or should be able to do from the quarterback position. Let's see if it impacts his play first.
We're going to get into that, dog. We definitely going to get into that.
Mm-hmm.
But you got that argument where people already believe that King should be a day one starter over Bryce Young. And then you got the ones who, and this is me, I feel like just because, you know, King had a great game, that doesn't mean that he's better than Bryce. But it does mean that the Panthers have a quarterback in the building that gives them something else to think about now.
Exactly. My thoughts exactly are enough. Yep. I mean, at the very least, we got a great backup. We, at the very least, if disaster hits, we have somebody where that the ship ain't gonna sink if this guy comes in to play.
Yeah, you know? Yeah. So now you got the guys who I guess hate Bryce. They shitting on Bryce now, and then the guys who the Bryce fans, they shitting on Haynes King, hating on Haynes King,
yeah,
and can't give him his credit for what he's done. So
yeah,
it's crazy, bro. And I just try to, I don't know, I don't want to say mediate, but I try to.
No, Arnav, you're exactly right, man. It ain't our responsibility, but I think on one hand, it kind of is. Like, as fans and as people that care about the community, that's why I've been so subtle and kind of light-footed about Haynes King ever since I've been pushing him. I ain't been yelling Haynes King too much. I've been nudging and, kind of telling people here that, hey, Haynes King is coming. He's nice as fuck. We might draft him. Oh, we didn't draft him, but we signed him immediately after the draft. I'm telling you, he's a presence. Just wait and watch. And we here now. And shit exploded.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
golly, man.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about Haynes. Let's talk about Haynes for a second, man. Let's talk about his journey, man. If you guys don't know, because apparently, I guess people aren't familiar with his game. They don't know who he is. They don't understand what he's about.
Yeah.
Haynes King, was a highly recruited quarterback coming out of high school. 4-star recruit.
He's from Texas, or I just want to throw that in. He's from Longview, Texas.
He's from Texas, and he's a winner out of Texas. You know what I mean? He's a winner out of Texas. That means something, right? Winning in high school, don't that mean something?
Yes, sir. Big 6'3", 215 pounds. Yeah, disregard what you see on ESPN. Certain places players are listed at different heights and weights, but he is measured at 6'3", 215 pounds as of the NFL. Yeah.
So Haynes, he goes on to Texas A&M, and I mean, he doesn't prove anything there. You know what I mean? I guess he goes there, gets hurt. First year as a starter into his second game, fractured his leg, and he's out for the season.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, just to fill in a few details there, his first year at A&M, it's 2020. He was in college for 6 years.
Yeah.
He was backing up Kellen Mond, who was the quarterback at the time. He didn't get very many snaps at all at Texas A&M that first year. But like Arnett just said, in his second year, in his very first start, well, okay, technically his second start. His first start, he threw out there and went out there and did pretty well.
Yeah, it was his second start. He fractured his leg.
Yeah, against Colorado of all teams. That must have felt kind of like ill. Like Colorado, really? I'm pretty sure that defense wasn't shit in 2021, but I'm not sure. But that's when he took his first injury. That definitely halted his development. What happened next, Arnold?
Yeah, so that put him down for the season. So he comes back the next year, wins the starting job again, struggles the first few games, gets benched, earns a position back on some Bryce Young shit. Gets a position back.
Ooh, I was about to say, don't that sound somewhat familiar, Arnold? Yeah.
But he gets the position back and gets hurt again. He gets hurt again, and he ends up the next season. He transfers to Georgia Tech, and they give him an opportunity, and he took it and ran with it, like literally.
Yeah, literally. Facts.
Literally took it
and
and
he didn't
ran
stop
with
running.
it. Yeah, he went to Georgia Tech and balled out. The dude, he carried.
Yeah, it was a very steady climb in his production from his first year at Georgia Tech in 2023 all the way to 2025. Where in 2025 he ended with a little over 2,900 passing yards, 14 passing touchdowns, 6 interceptions. But you throw in damn near 1,000 rushing yards, 15 rushing touchdowns. I mean, he had to rush for more touchdowns than he passed for. And you can interpret that any type of way you can, but in whatever way you interpret it, just understand that was Georgia Tech's offense. That is what the coaches wrote in the book and for how to use Haynes King and how to get the best out of his personnel. Do with that what you will, but that's what happened. He found a way to bring victory to Georgia Tech, any means necessary, any type of sacrifice to his body. If that doesn't show you just sheer toughness and grit and dedication to his team,
well, then you talk about dedication, Charlie. Like,
yeah.
The way this kid is built, you guys go out there, Panther fans, do your homework on Haynes King, man. This dude, you talk about dedicated, man. This dude is obsessed with the game.
Right.
He's obsessed with the game. And that's what impresses me the most. It's not the 6'3", 215. It's not the 4.46. It's not what we saw on Thursday. But it's his obsession for the game, man. He's chasing greatness.
He wants to be a winner. He's ambitious.
He wants to be a winner, and he wants to be great, man. This dude, his senior year at G Tech, his lease is up at his apartment. So instead of him going to get another apartment, he completely locks in the football, sleeps in the locker room on an air mattress.
What?
So he can wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and get started on film. Like literally lived and breathed football.
Wow, nah, now that's a hell of a tidbit. You did some good digging, RNF. Shit. Wow.
Yeah, man. Like I mean, it wasn't that hard to find, Charlie. The information was right there, man.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's one I didn't know. My God, if that's not a champion, that's a champion mindset right there, man. Holy.
Yeah, that's some Luke Kuechly type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know how
Yeah.
Luke Kuechly moved when he was in Carolina. Like that's how this kid is wired, man. Like he lives and breathes football, and that's a big thing for me. And like y'all can call me a Bryce hater all you want, but when I heard Bryce Young step up to that podium last season, and they asked him how many hours he puts in the film, and this guy giggles. He giggles and couldn't give them a straight answer. And then he had the nerve to say he goes home. No, he said, when I'm here, when I'm in the building, I'm your Q, I'm your quarterback. But when I go home, as soon as I leave the building, I'm Bryce Young. I don't think about football. I don't think about the game plan.
That sound like there's nothing wrong with people that work on an hourly wage, but doesn't that sound like an hourly wage type of employee type mindset?
Exactly.
That don't sound like a nigga that's making, tens of millions of dollars hand over fist to go out there and do what he do.
So I would say to everybody out here who having all these arguments, Haynes King is better than Bryce. We don't know that yet. He hasn't played enough NFL football. Or if you say Bryce is better than Haynes King, like it's not about that with me. What Bryce Young should fear is Haynes King's pressure.
Yeah.
His pressure, I'm trying to find the right words, Charlie. Like he's
hungry. He's hungry, man.
His hunger, for greatness. You know what I'm saying? He's not settling. He's not satisfied with just being here.
Mm-hmm.
His performance on Thursday night showed you that, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a young man. That was a warrior seizing the opportunity right there.
Exactly.
That was
just the way so I was at spare time watching the game, right? And the way everybody ran up the King when he secured that game-winning touchdown, when he ran it in, the whole team swarming around him.
Yeah.
Even in spare time where I'm at, like with the group of Panther fans that we around, we got him. I mean, it felt like it did not feel like a fucking preseason in there.
Yeah, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk about what we saw Thursday night because.
Oh yes, please.
And I want to clear this up before we even get to talking about that. Like, yeah, we know it was just a preseason game. We know that he was playing against backups, fringe roster guys on the bubble. We understand that. I think most logical fans understand that. Even the biggest Bryce hater understands that.
Mm-hmm.
But we still can't ignore what we saw. And we can't underestimate that just because these guys are, at the back of the roster and fighting for a job, they're still fighting for a job. So best believe the game is competitive, man.
Yeah.
These guys are fighting for their livelihoods, fighting for their futures, their careers, their dreams, everything they wanted coming up as kids. The opportunity is right there in front of them. So don't underestimate that, man. That's like, I'm a big time basketball fan and I watch summer league basketball. People downplay summer league basketball, and I tell them the same shit. It ain't easy, dog. You got guys out there fighting.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The game might not be pretty, man. Yeah, they're like, so what Haynes King went out there and did, man, we got to salute that.
Yeah.
You got to salute that. You could be the biggest Bryce fan. You can't take nothing away from what that dude went out there and did. Now, had Bryce done that in the preseason game, which we never saw,
which we never saw. Exactly. I don't know how much we gonna do. We gonna compare Bryce's preseason exploits to Haynes's very limited preseason exploits. But I mean, as far as production goes, and Bryce has been in the league 3 years, mind you, they're pretty close. They're pretty close, RNF. They're pretty close, brother.
What you mean?
I mean the overall production of the yards put in the air, the touchdowns, and across Bryce's 3 years being in the league so far, in 3 preseasons he's played, his production, his stats, his yards, his touchdowns versus Haynes King's very
let's see. I don't really want to compare him.
close-ish.
I don't want to compare because Bryce Young didn't get as much run as we saw Haynes King get, Thursday night.
And I think there's a problem with that. I think there's a problem with that, or no?
Oh yeah, it's a big problem.
I think Dave was looking to rectify that this preseason. It sounds like.
Yeah, but we can't ignore what Haynes went out there and did, man, and we can't take credit away from him just because we're Bryce fans. Yeah. That's hating. That's hating right there.
That's actual hating. Facts.
Yeah, that's hating. I heard somebody say Haynes King was trash.
Yeah, that's hating. Excuse me, that's hating too.
You know what I mean?
That's hating too.
How could you see what you saw and say that's trash?
Yeah, that's somebody that want to embrace Bryce, and I would have said a different type of word, but I'll use embrace. They want to embrace Bryce. People that saying shit like that.
Yeah, and before we break down what we saw, I want to clear that up, man. Like, yeah, it was a preseason game. We get that. And we all know that Bryce Young is going to be the starter game 1. We know that.
Mm-hmm.
He's not going to unseat Bryce Young because of preseason. He can go out there and throw for, if he wasn't hurt and was still playing in the preseason, if he go out there and throw for 300 yards a game, he's still not going to take Bryce's job. It's not going to go like that.
Nope, not at all. But what's realistic, what can and what I do expect to happen, especially if he gets a chance to play just one more preseason game and does just as well, if not better, he should be quarterback 2. He should be the backup quarterback. This should be a no emergency quarterback situation.
It's no debate there, man.
Yes, sir. I'm glad we're on the same. Yeah, I think most fans are on the same page with that. We don't want to see Pickett no more. Ew. Get Pickett out of here, man. Nah, the king is here.
I think Pickett is good to have because, Bryce still a young quarterback. King just got here. Pickett, he's been around, been to a few teams, been in different systems. He can help these guys, between the years.
That's true. That's
in
true.
The film room and things like that. He'll be valuable there, I'm sure. But as far as like, putting him in the game,
actually producing.
We good. We good on Kenny Pickett, man. But we're glad to have you over here in Carolina, dog. And I hope you understand what your role is here. I hope you accept it.
Facts, yeah. That's all they can do.
But Haynes is your guy, man. Like I said, you've been a day one Haynes King guy, man. So tell me what you saw out there on Thursday night, man, that really impressed you.
Yeah. Well, I mean, first he did what I was expecting him to do. I remember looking at King pretty early before the season ended in 2025. And I'm looking at quarterbacks because I do that, man. I'm a crazy fan that likes to look at where I think we need to improve at, and I'll look at college players that are prospects. I'm like, okay, we don't need a quarterback early. We don't need a quarterback early in the draft. We have so many other issues. We still building this thing. Why not get an ascending player, a player full of grit and ambition like Haynes King, who's been through some shit? Why don't we bring him in the 7th round? Well, the Panthers, they had a better plan, apparently, than mine. They said, no, we don't even need to spend a draft pick on this guy. He'll be there for us, and we'll make sure to pick him up. Fast forward, he's on the team, goes through OTAs, goes through training camp, quietly balls. I forget her name. I wish I could credit her properly, but she works with Sheena and a few other beat reporters that cover training camp on X. She's been really high on Haynes King. She recognized Haynes King, I think, really before anybody in the media did. And man, when he finally came out Thursday and showed it, and I mean, put the team on his back for 3 quarters, consistently going down the field with his arm, only using his legs when he absolutely needed to roll out of the pocket to evade pressures, and still convert. He's not converting 4th downs. He's converting 3rd downs, 3rd and longs across the field. with his arm. Something that he said he wanted to do. They were asking him questions in press conferences. Hey, we call you Taysom Hill. You gonna be running that rock a lot, right? He like, no, he's like, okay, I'm gonna help the team, but I'm here to be a quarterback first. So I'm gonna show that. So,
and can I pause you right there, Charlie? Because when a quarterback like a Haynes King, a running quarterback, to come into the league with that stigma and that question mark about their arm talent, and for him to go out there in his first game, almost with intentions of proving that narrative wrong, that further speaks to this dude's level of confidence, his level of work and preparation, and like I said, just seizing the opportunity, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't take that for granted, dog. I don't take that for granted.
We better not. Hey, if you ask me, that's why what happening with him is happening, because the team, Dave Canales and Dan Morgan, they not taking that for granted either. They trying to be real smooth and real careful with King, because I think they know exactly what they got in this guy, and I think they got a big answer Thursday, just like a lot of us did. Oh, yeah. But it has to be handled a certain way and everything in time. Everything's gonna happen on its own time.
This, as far as Haynes King going out there and proving that narrative wrong, that he can, win with his arm. We saw Bryce Young coming here. There was questions about his arm and his arm talent when he was coming in.
Yeah, that first year. Yep.
He didn't come out here and try to, okay, I'm gonna show y'all that I have the arm talent. Like he came in here kind of shy, a little gun shy.
Yeah, he did.
And that's not. I'm not hating y'all. If y'all listening, I'm not hating. But Bryce Young, he came in a little gun shy, and I had concerns about his confidence, because you can tell when you watch a player, you watch him in interviews, and you can just tell by the body language. You can see if that guy exudes confidence or not. And I've never seen a guy that really exudes a lot of confidence.
Right. Up to this point, he's improved a little bit. Like he has a little more confidence.
It's improved, but walking in, he did not walk into the NFL with a high level of confidence, and I think that right there caused a lot of his struggles. His own confidence.
Agreed.
Yeah. And that's another thing where I feel like Haynes King, when you're talking about pressure on Bryce, when I keep hearing people have that conversation about, is there pressure on Bryce? I believe that's pressure. His confidence, I believe, is higher than a Bryce Young. And when Dan Morgan said earlier in the summer that they want to bring in a quarterback this summer that has the confidence to take Bryce Young's spot, Haynes King is that dude.
Yep. Spot on, man. When I'll be the first to say I slightly doubted Dan Morgan. Well, when he said, "Hey, we're bringing in competition at every position, and that includes the quarterback position," I was very on board with that. I was excited, but when we didn't actually draft one, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit disappointed. I thought it was a lie, and then of course when he signed Haynes King, I'm like, okay, I think I see what you guys are doing. And I mean, fast forward some months later, not that long. Looking back on it, it wasn't that long. We see it. It's just plain as day now. There is legit competition in the room, and it's going to push the quarterback room forward. I love it, man. I cannot wait.
Haynes King, if y'all don't know, this dude is a natural-born leader. He's a natural-born leader, man. And I don't know how I forgot to mention this, but do you remember during rookie OTAs? You remember who it was that had the guys in the parking lot running through plays?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And I know who he had out there. King said, "Hey, Brazel, hey, rookie, let's get together, because we ain't going to have much opportunity to do this. Let's get together right here in this damn parking lot. We're going to go over these plays that in this playbook that they handed us to study. Let's get it."
Yeah, so what we saw on Thursday night, for y'all out here trying to downplay the performance, it wasn't no fluke. This dude was prepared.
Yep. Looked like somebody that did his homework out there, right?
Right. You know what I'm saying? This dude was prepared, man. So Charlie, when he went out there and you said third downs, what was he doing on third down that you like? So typically on third down, on the third downs that I remember him converting,
he's looking downfield. You know, he's not looking for a check down. He's going through his checks and he's sticking in that pocket. The way he can stick in that pocket or read when the pressure is a certain way and he needs to escape, no matter what, he's looking downfield at who he knows is going to be past that first down marker. And just the one that's just sticking in my mind, it was more than one, but the one that's sticking in my mind is 3rd and 15. He finds Jimmy Horn on the near the sideline and just layers the ball beautifully over a couple defensive backs. Jimmy Horn goes up and gets it. And I mean, it's a very well placed pass because Jimmy's able to get back on the ground, turn up field, and really get a nice shoulder into a dude. You know what I'm saying? It made him a little mad. He didn't get out of it made the DB mad, you know, and Jimmy ain't get out of bounds as fast as I would have liked, but it drew a flag, and I was pretty smooth. But
and I'm gonna be real. Didn't it feel? Yeah. It felt different. It felt weird seeing Jimmy Horn
look like a great wide receiver, right?
Not just that, just to see him get targeted down the field like that.
Yeah. It did feel a bit strange. It did feel a bit out of. Yeah, man. And see, this is what's so good about the preseason that I don't think fans appreciate enough. When you got good competition going in a certain position group, you can find, and you have a good quarterback that can take advantage. You can actually evaluate that position group. We see what we got in the wide receiver room because the quarterback is giving them chances, and they're doing something with the chances, whether they're failing or succeeding. Just so happens they succeeded with flying colors Thursday.
Yeah, and then when I bring Bryce into the conversation and I bring up Jimmy Horn because we didn't see Bryce target Jimmy Horn down the field like that.
Not to mention his tight ends. Tight ends were involved too, RNF. Tight ends were involved.
And I've been told, you know what I'm saying? I've been in so many debates with these dudes out here, man, and I've been told that Bryce Young doesn't push the ball to certain guys because he's got to have it's that trust factor. You know what I'm saying? He's got to trust you. We got to have that connection. This, that, and the third. Haynes King just met these dudes.
Oh, right.
He just met these dudes.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want to ever hear that again.
Right. Yeah. It should take one off season to establish some type of chemistry that can easily be seen and felt on the field whenever we watch them during the preseason, during the limited opportunities that you're going to be given, because obviously you're QB1. We have to protect you, but at the same time you need reps. Shout out Dave Canales for giving him these reps earlier than I think he's ever done up to this point. You know, Bryce Young would technically be playing the first normal preseason game. You know, maybe not the Hall of Fame game, but you know, this next week is the official week 1 of preseason for the entire league. So it's just cool to know that Bryce will be playing for at least a drive or two off rip because he needs it. His wide receivers need it. They all that number 1 group needs it. But I can't help but imagine what King might look like in that first group offense. I'm sorry.
Well, let's talk about that. So we saw what we saw Thursday, and you mentioned the third down and the throw he made to Jimmy Horn. He was standing back in that pocket, man, and he was pushing those sticks on third down like it wasn't no problem.
Yeah, he was.
And y'all say he's not better than Bryce, and I'm not saying he is better than Bryce, but if we want to do a compare and contrast, and we've been watching Bryce Young for 3 years now, and one of my biggest issues with Bryce is on third down, especially like third and long or third and medium, those downs, he's not pushing the sticks.
He becomes a little jitterbug. RNF. He gets a little antsy, starts dancing around the pocket, and hey, flip a coin. He may or may not do some circus act shit and get the ball downfield, and it'll be great. Great job.
With Haynes, it wasn't no circus act. He dropped back. He was delivering the football.
Right.
And I think that's like, okay, yeah, we know he went out there and performed against backups, but I think his level of aggression and his style of play would translate, like you said, put him out there with the starters and see what he looked like. I think even if he played against a number 1 defense, that wouldn't change, his approach to the game.
Yeah.
That would translate. Like you see the arm strength You see the delivery is there. Like obviously he got things he got to clean up with the footwork. You know, it's not
Mm-hmm.
perfect. It's not perfect, but you see the tools are there. And
Yeah,
I think
you
those are the things that will translate, you know, if we ever do see him out there with the one.
facts. You can see that he's been working on these things. He's been working on them, and he's still doing work on them. And if just going back to Bryce, you know, I have to say, just like you mentioned earlier about Bryce not seeming the most ambitious or competitive in the way he talks in these pressers. I remember very early on, I can't remember if it was his freshman season or his sophomore season, but he said in one of these off-season pressers, somebody asked him about the weight room. Hey, Bryce, you thinking about getting in the weight? You feel like you need to get a little bit bigger, a little stronger? And just, I can't remember what he said verbatim, but it was along the lines of, as a QB, I don't need the weight room. I don't need any more mass. I don't need to get any stronger at my position. I'm good. I'm so sick. When I heard that, I'm like, wow, Bryce. He's kind of conceited, man. Bryce is a little bit conceited.
Oh man,
He is, bro. He thinks he's perfect as he is, and there's no need to really like. What does he need to improve at physically? He don't. That's how he feels. I don't get it, brother. I don't get it,
man. Like, and that's my concern with Bryce. Like with Haynes King being here, man. Like, there's a such thing as getting outworked.
Yeah. Yes, there exactly. I guarantee Haynes been working harder than Bryce this whole offseason. I guarantee it.
So that's pressure right there for you, Bryce. If you think you can just go home and put your feet up and do what you do and just be Bryce Young and not think about football, not think about the game plan, you got a guy right behind you that's the complete opposite. That's obsessed.
Yeah. Bryce Young's a little too mentally healthy for me. I mentioned it on another podcast. Like that might actually be him being so mentally conscious and so so down to earth and so connected and he knows how to level himself. That's actually a great skill to have in the real world for doing real things. But as a fucking warrior who's out there on the field with his fellow warriors, I mean, slamming heads against other men for 60 minutes on a Sunday, you need a killer, obsessed, nut-ass mindset that not a lot of people have and can sustain for years on end. That ain't Bryce, man. That ain't Bryce.
And I think that's it right there for me, Charlie. Like, I think that's what it is. When I watch Bryce, when I watch him play, when I listen to him speak, he doesn't do nothing to really.
There's no fire.
There's no fire. I don't feel like this is a guy that's fueled. This is a guy that wants it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I just don't feel that, man. And if anybody out there that does, any Bryce fan that does, man, I would love. We'll do a whole show about it. And please tell me
Tell me what you see. I be wanting some of these guys that say they see it. They can see it on him. Like he's different. Just tell me how. What do you see? I can't see it. Maybe it's me. No. Ain't no telling, man. Ain't no telling.
Yeah, so I think that right there is going to apply some pressure on Bryce, just seeing a guy in the building with that kind of drive, that kind of hunger, and that kind of talent as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and this is a big year for Bryce. We haven't locked in with him and given him a long-term extension. So I think the team is playing it safe. You know, they're doing what they're supposed to do, man.
Yes, they are.
They're doing what they're supposed to do, man.
I couldn't be prouder of my front office, man. We are really moving like an elite squad. I knew that whenever we got Freeling in the first round. I said, okay, we can see what's important. Like, we have plenty of weapons, and we'll be able to get more out of this draft. But what we need first is somebody bona fide on this O-line, maybe 2 O-linemen. You see, we got 2 O-linemen. But, yeah, we did exactly what we needed to do this offseason to make our team better for right now and for the future. It all falls on Bryce, man. I can't wait for week 1, and it's cool to see that fans recognize that the play calling looks good. It looks adequate with Brad Idzik and a quarterback like Haynes King operating. Now, week 1, granted, the Lord is good to us, and we don't have any further injuries that drastically change the way the offense may run. Bryce should be ready to explode with his weapons. Week 1. There should be no fucking no startup period. No, oh man, I don't play well these first couple games. Let me get something going. No, we Haynes King was ready to go. His very first preseason game, his very first snap of the NFL. There's no reason why our first round QB1 is not ready to go the first game of the season.
Let me back you up for a second. You mentioned the play calling. Is it? And I heard, I heard dudes saying that, oh yeah, is it? Yeah, it's gonna be a pass first offense, and is it gonna be aggressive with the play calling and da 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 da. I don't think play callers just decide, oh, I'm gonna be aggressive and call, deeper routes, more aggressive play calls. I think they call the plays based on, how the quarterback is working out there.
Yeah, their strengths. Yeah. It changes based on your quarter. What you've been doing well, to start. It dictates what's going to be called later, of course.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So and they're trying to say, basically what they're trying to say is the play calling under Canales was more conservative, and that's why Bryce Young played so conservative. But I think the play calling was conservative because Bryce Young is conservative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's a chicken or the egg thing, but we get to find out what's the chicken or the egg week 1. We get to figure it out. Is Dave really the conservative one or is Bryce? Because I think you're right, Arna. I think you're exactly right, brother. I think Dave coalesced to his quarterback, not the other way around.
Yeah, and I think any play caller is going to be that way because if you have a quarterback who's not comfortable, being aggressive down the field, why would you continue to, make those type of play calls and give him those type of routes and don't give him, any other options? Like you're setting him up to fail.
Exactly. I was gonna say, unless he's trying to get him to fail, but that's probably gonna get you fired in Carolina. You're gonna get fired fucking around doing that.
Yeah, so I think like we saw the 25 season, man. Dave Canales, after so many games, Bryce Young going out there, playing timid, turning the ball over, Dave Canales started to hand that ball off.
Yeah. Which leads back to your solution, right? Your solution.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? The solution, man. This changes everything, Charlie. I'm telling you.
Yeah, it does. Nigga, people don't see it yet. People don't. Man. I'm so sorry to kind of. I'm overreacting right now, but did Dave mention today in his presser that Jonathan Brooks will get any burn this coming preseason game?
I don't.
Probably not.
I don't recall him saying. I don't think he said anything about Brooks.
Okay, probably not. Probably, but man, I want to see a preview of that. Don't you? Lord have mercy.
I'm so ready to do hit the field, man.
Yeah.
Haynes King, both, man. Two guys that are fueled and passionate about the game.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
They embody keep pounding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Haynes King embodies keep pounding.
That boy. I seen some Georgia Tech fans. They said the funniest shit in one of these comment sections of one of his highlight videos. They said, hey, when you see Haynes King start limping a little bit, oh, you better watch the fuck out because he about to go crazy.
Yeah.
I was dead.
That's what they call a gamer right now.
Yeah. I said, damn, the more damage he takes, he get better. That shit, wow.
And I got a real question for everybody listening, for you, Charlie, everybody listening. For all the Bryce Young talk, this is some real shit. This is just a real football question. When y'all watch Bryce Young play, when we lose, let's say the games that we lose, when you watch this dude play and we lose, can y'all honestly say that, man, this dude went out there and left his all on the field?
Oh man, you spitting. I'll answer you. I don't think no, I don't think I felt that way about Bryson. Well, you know what? I did feel that way. At least the most recent. You said what game?
Playoff game?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, yeah,
I
yeah,
did
yeah,
feel that
yeah,
way that
yeah,
playoff game. I said,
yeah.
you know what? Bryce, it's easy to see that Bryce is putting his everything into this whole game
Mm-hmm,
and he wants to win badly. I said, damn, man, if
mm-hmm.
we can just see this Bryce every 17 games,
Yeah,
maybe we got something. Maybe. But we don't see him like that much. Like damn, people want to say, oh, he's at his greatest in the most critical moments. Well, see, that's nice, but you have to work and win in the not so critical moments to make it to the critical moments, to make it to the high stakes games.
Exactly.
Oh man. Oh man.
Yeah, so
Hey.
that's my question to y'all, man. When y'all watch Bryce Young, y'all see a guy leaving it all on the field.
Hey, RNF, just a suggestion. I highly recommend you put a pinned comment on this video asking that question, comparing to Haynes King. Hey, we saw Haynes King put it all on the field. There's no question about his effort in that preseason game. Have we seen the same out of Bryce? There you go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Oh man, listen, man. Competition in the QB room is only a good thing for Bryce Young. If you're a Bryce Young fan, this is a big year for him, man.
Huge. His biggest.
Yeah, you bring in a guy who might, put some fire under his feet. That's a good thing. Now we're gonna see who Bryce Young really is. If he don't feel that pressure, no Haynes King pressure, and he's that confident, cool. I love it.
Yeah.
But if Haynes King in the building got him a little nervous, a little shaky, we're gonna see that. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
And I don't think Bryce Young has like a short leash by any means. But
oh no. Not in his fourth. He's a certified vet. He better not have a short leash.
Yeah.
Better not have no short leash. Hey, let me see. I think I wanted to ask you something, RNF. Yeah. I wanted to ask whether you're in conspiracy land, like me and some other fans, when it comes to Haynes King's his injury, his hamstring injury that he apparently sustained on the last play, the scoring play of the game. How do you feel about that, man?
I'm not gonna lie. When the news hit, I'm like, injured? How? When? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm like, when did this happen? And I'm like, not again. Like soon, because we saw the Andy Dalton thing, and that was a real, that was kind of weird how that happened.
It just keeps happening.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh man, what Bryce do, man? Bryce thing.
Hey, people said they tripped him getting on the bus. Hey, somebody said they hit him. Bryce hit him in his pressure point in his hamstring to make sure like he pulls some shit getting off the bus.
Oh man, that's funny, man.
People saying all types of wild shit. Oh man, it's hilarious,
funny, man. But I think Haynes we're gonna see him again before the preseason over with, man. This dude's a warrior.
Yeah. I'd be willing to bet. I'm gonna say it right here on your show, Arnav. We'll see how well this ages, but Haynes King will play the final preseason game before week 1.
Ooh.
He will to put you something fresh on your mind. So, because look, by the time week 1 come around, a lot of people are gonna be done forgot about this. As awesome as it was,
a lot of people already written them off.
Yeah. As awesome as that game was, they gonna forget about that. But Haynes King gonna give you one more to remember him by right before week 1. It will be undeniable. Whatever happens week 1 will be undeniable, and we will go forward from there. Things will happen. I can't wait to see it either way. Either way, we going up, man. Panthers on the up.
Yeah, if you're a Panther fan, like, how can you not be happy to have Haynes King? Come on, man.
We lit, boy.
Come on, man. Even at his floor, right? If he's just a backup quarterback or a guy who can come in certain packages, certain situations to help us out where Bryce Young can't, because there are phases of the game where Bryce Young cannot help us.
Right.
When the game get nip and tuck and it come down to contact and physicality that's gonna get it done, we can throw a dog like Haynes King in there, man. He don't mind putting his body on the line.
Put his helmet down and don't let yourself be DB size or maybe small linebacker size. He will run you over.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like this guy can definitely be an asset to our team, even if he's not a starter. Or if we don't see him, in there as a backup, he could come in and packages and help us out
Mm-hmm.
in different ways, man.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly right.
So if
That's
you
exactly right.
if you don't like Haynes King being the Carolina Panther because you too fanned out over Bryce Young, then I question your Panther fandom.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Yeah, look at yourself, fans that the hit dogs that want to holler. Yeah, you know who you are, and just reflect on that a little bit. Don't be like that. It's okay. We all want the same thing. We want to see our favorite team win, and I believe our front office will do whatever they have to do to make that happen because they want to win bad. It's about time. It's due time, man. We gotta they gotta do it for Luke. They gotta do it for Luke, man. They gotta do it
Right,
for TD.
Hall of Fame season.
Yeah. Yeah, it's time. The window is wide. Man, it's such a it's not a shame because we are here. We have the opportunity, even though it's with quote unquote tough schedule. But man, the season is open for us. The NFC South is at its weakest. It's a great time to be the best team in the NFC South. Let's take that shit.
Talk that shit, man. Talk that shit.
Let's take it. What's holding us back? Let's go ahead and take it.
Man, I'm telling, like, come on, who in the division are we really concerned about?
Yeah, besides the Saints, you can say what you want about the Saints, and yeah, they doing something over there. They cute and all, but nah.
I like what the Saints are doing over there.
Mm-hmm.
I think they got something. They got potential there with with the quarterback and everything. I like what they're doing.
Yeah. Some Saints fans, I see them and I understand the comparison, but they like, oh man, hey, Panthers might have found they Tyler Shuck. I don't like that shit, man. I don't like reading that shit. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit
they
at
got
all.
They got different types of games though. They're not the same quarterback.
Yeah.
Even though Shuck is underrated, he can run a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
He can run a little bit too, man.
I can't wait for some more football. We here, baby. We here. Football is here finally again.
Yeah, we right here at it, dog, and we about to start digging into it, man. This my rookie season over here on Real in the Field. This will be my first season doing content on the Panthers. I started the channel right after the season ended, man.
So, got you. 2025.
Yeah, right after the season ended. As soon as Freddie said he wanted to smoke with a debate.
Got you.
We're gonna do it right here. We're gonna do it my style, man. So,
well, real good. Keep at it, and I'm gonna hop on anytime you want me on. We'll chop it up by anything. You just gotta let me know. I'm pulling up, and anybody watching under the sound of our voice, if you haven't liked the video already, please give it a like. Damn, as I throw my phone forcibly down on the floor. Please go ahead and subscribe as well, because he coming back more with some more videos as the season goes on. More Panther content. Yeah, stay up to date, man. Stay up to date.
Appreciate that, dog. And like I said over here, man, I'm working the Bryce Young case hot and heavy. I want greatness out of him. Yep. Anybody that come around here talking about their franchise player, franchise quarterback especially, that's what I expect from you. I don't care what your name is.
Mm-hmm. Simple as that. Just win. Yeah. Just go out and win us some games. That's it.
Yeah. So over here, I'm gonna build Bryce up. I'm gonna build him up.
Hey, I know we didn't talk a lot of Haynes King, but last thing it just kind of came to mind. I gotta mention, and Haynes King did what he did. He scored 33 points. Including what Pickett did, of course. Can't take away that, but just to score that many points out of necessity because the defense was that bad. I mean, we was getting carved up by Carson Beck and whoever that other quarterback was on the Cardinals. Listen, that tells me that we can score points and outscore the opposing team without having a bomb-ass defense. You want a bomb-ass defense. I want a bomb-ass defense. Our defense should not regress. And it was pretty all right last season. It was middle of the pack. We only getting better on defense. There's no reason.
There, Charlie. You just said a mouthful, man. Damn.
Yeah. You feel me? Yeah, man. We should be able to go out there and win some games and not rely on the defense to bail us out every time. Let's bail the defense out sometimes. Take some pressure off of them. And they will reward us. They reward us for that.
I'm gonna do a whole show on this about this offense versus the defense thing because it's crazy to me. But when, like we watched the whole season, when did the offense have to go out there and win games in shootouts? When did Bryce Young get put in those type of situations where he got to go and shoot it out with the opposing quarterback?
We can count. We can, each and every week. Hell no, we can count though. He might have done it. He did it. It was a shootout was required against the Falcons in that second game because I mean we blew them the fuck out the first game. Shout out the defense. That second outing against the Falcons we needed to blow out. The first and second Rams game, honestly, we had to score some points. And that's that's about it. That's all I can think of. Can you think of any other games? That's 3 games.
Jacksonville, New England. That was a game where the defense wasn't there for us, but the offense wasn't there for us either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm only counting games where we actually went into a shootout though. Them games we didn't do no shooting. We didn't do no shooting in the game.
Right. So people talk like the offense out there doing a whole lot of shooting and the defense just just sitting there watching. Yeah, and that hasn't been the case, man. And what we saw, and I know it's one game and one preseason game, what we saw from Haynes King is a guy who went out there and wasn't going to let his team die.
Facts, exactly. And was going to win in spite of any shortcoming from his team.
He had an answer every time, Charlie.
I mean, it was a beautiful sight to see. Damn, I could really watch that game again. from the time they put in King, I could really watch that whole shit again. But
I told you I watched it twice.
You did? I ain't even mad at you. I'm dead. But I ain't even mad at you. I
watch all my games twice. Like regular season, I watch it twice.
You know what I'm thinking about? I don't know. I probably won't keep it on a recurring thing, but I'm so curious about all 22. If I get all 22 though, I'm gonna have to use it to make some type of content, at least sometimes, because I'll be damned if I don't get a tiny bit of return on my investment in all 22. Like I've never had all 22, but I'm so interested, dog. I'm so interested in seeing that shit.
Once you get to all 22, man, like it's hard for people to sit there and tell you certain things when you're looking right at the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
Like when they talk about Xavier Legette and this, that, and the third, the Bryce and the Legette thing, man, watch the all 22, man. It's not what y'all think it is. It's a heavy diet of both guys out there fucking up.
Yep.
I just say that, man.
Yeah. Lord have mercy.
But Haynes King is on the scene. He's hurt right now. He's down. But he's a Carolina Panther. He's here. He ain't going nowhere.
Thank God the king is take me to the king. I ain't got much to bring to you, Haynes. I ain't got much to bring to you, but the squad, we come as we are. We come as we are.
Now I'm not ready to crown Haynes or nothing like that, man. But I can't deny the talent. I can't deny, like I said, his passion, his hunger. I can't deny what we saw, man. Like he's here. He's a Panther. Let's embrace him. Let's not hate on him because we too fanned out on Bryce Young. Well, that's not Panther shit.
Yep, because he knows, and Dave Canales has told him his role here is to help Bryce. That's first and foremost. But at the same time, he should help himself, and that's to be expected. That's all right.
Dave Canales has handed Bryce Young the keys to the offense. He at the steering wheel. He controlled this thing. Can't nobody take that job from him but him.
Facts. Damn, we need some air horns. Facts. Damn. He the only one. Bryce is the ultimate determining factor on whether or not he keeps his job. That's it. Simple.
That's it, man. That's it.
Simple as can be. Sheesh.
But Charlie, man, I appreciate you, dog. This was a good one, man. I had to get this shit off my chest.
It was a pleasure.
You wanted to get your shit off too, man, because I know Haynes is your guy.
Yeah, it was a pleasure, and it was so gratifying to see that. I feel like my team, has a similar thought process to mine, but maybe better in some cases. They were confident, obviously confident that he would be there outside of the draft and ready for them to sign, and they pulled the trigger. I couldn't be happier, brother. Couldn't be happy about it.
He couldn't
So
have
we'll see.
landed in a better. He couldn't have landed in a better position. And, well, you know what? Hold on. Before we go, I gotta state this.
Mhm.
When you talk about opportunity, and you look at where Bryce Young is, and for those of us who want to be real about it and understand that the team is still evaluating him, and he ain't, it's not set in stone with him being our franchise quarterback yet.
Yeah.
If you don't think Haynes King sees the opportunity here,
You are gravely,
yeah, I promise you.
gravely mistaken.
I promise you. The team went and signed him for a reason. He chose to come here for a reason. This dude wants to play football. You don't want to watch.
And do yourself a favor. If you a Bryce Young infatuator, just don't go on X. Just don't do it. You will get mad. Don't worry about it.
See, I'm not even on X. So I don't even know what's going on over there. But I can only imagine.
Whole bunch of bullshit, man. Whole bunch of nutty ass takes. Guess who over there on X, man? Shout out PPP. Shout out Prom.
I've heard
Shout
him.
out Prom.
I heard him mention X a few times.
Yeah. He just as crazy as him too. He just on the other end of the spectrum, but it's all good. It's all entertainment. I know what type of time in PPP on. Shout out Prom. He is a good dude.
Me and PPP got some unsettled smoke.
Oh,
We got some unsettled smoke. PPP. Panther Prime Podcast. Get at me, dog. But those of y'all listening, man, if y'all liking the content, man, if you liking the vibes over here, like, sub up, ring the notification bell. This is Real in the Field. Panther Takes and Debate. You only gonna get it this way over here. Real talk with real Panther fans. Leading Bryce Young to greatness over here. Dragging him. He ain't got a choice.